Hello and welcome to what is going to be a short series with FS25 around the corner, which I do plan on getting. I know it's been a while since I made a video, but I'll get into that later. So this is Moss Valley, made by VR Modding, and I'm just going to quickly read through ModHub for the features that the map has got, and then we'll have a quick explore around the farm, and we really need to get on with doing some work. There is two quite large fields that we've got, field 32 and 33. They are, well, quite large and are going to take some time to harvest. This is just a game with the base equipment that VR Modding have supplied on the map, and first impressions of it looks really good. I have had a quick look round, but I think exploring a map whilst making a video and seeing it for the first time, I think it makes it a little bit more enjoyable for me. But anyway, yeah, so ModHub. This is, let's have a quick read. So, with this DEM map, you'll be able to tackle the challenges of running a farm in the heart of Sheffield. So, really, it's not too far from where I'm from. Sheffield isn't a million miles away. With accurate farms and fields, you'll be able to really even get immersed in the experience, almost like you're really running it. Multiple businesses that you can take, that can take all the products that we're going to sell. Demand on forests is low, so you can get them at a fair price and sell the wood at a local sawmill, which is something I've not really partook in. I mean, I have in survival challenges, but definitely not something that I have thought about, but we could consider doing it for this. Why not use as many of the features as the map has? And scrolling through a little bit more, what have we got? Where's the animals? Not only cows, sheep, chickens and pigs, you can also buy a small family run horse farm located on the northwest end of the map. Excellent. And it looks like there is some form of collectibles maybe. Yeah, so the features, lots of new accurate to real life models that's been made for this particular map. 82 fields ranging small, medium and large. 10 custom made collectibles, there you go, which are hand tools. 4 farms across the map, and I believe the farm that we start with is Povey Farm. I'm not too sure of the name of the other two. All the buildings with lights and animations. There's a huge forest to take on. There you go. That was in the actual description for the video. Custom trees, foliages. So lots of custom bits and pieces for. There's a custom precision farming soil map, which we are running, I believe. Let me just double check that. Yep, we are running precision farming. I'm not running Maize Plus, but we do have the real mud mod as well. Hopefully that'll make it a little bit more sort of challenging. There's a manure system support. Mod system support, great. British license plates, basic, you know, it looks good. The features on it are pretty good. Seasonal hedge textures as well, which is really nice. And a UK growth calendar. Right, so that's the sort of ins and outs of the map. So Povey Farm, we've got quite a bit of equipment. We'll actually go through that now. So rather than doing it autosave, rather than doing it running round, we will have a look at our garage. So starting off, we've got a New Holland T6 155, 155 horsepower, small tractor, and we do have a medium tractor as well, which is the Massey Ferguson 7716S, 185 horsepower. So not the most powerful tractors in the world, but I'm sure more than perfect for a British sort of map. On British roads as well, because I'm assuming there's going to be some fairly narrow lanes in this. The harvester is a New Holland CH7. We have a telehandler, which is a JCB. I do like a telehandler. The only thing that we have got extra is a John Deere, this, I can't remember what they're called. Anyway, but that is literally just for quickly getting around the map if we need to. Or if we want to go and explore something, we can. Trailers we've got is the Brantner which is 34,000 litres. That's quite a large trailer actually. I wasn't expecting it to hold that much, and it can pretty much hold everything. The header that we've got for our combine is a 28-foot header. Fantastic. So not a small working width either, 8.5 metres. We do have ploughs, and periodic ploughing is on. We are going to need to do that, which is what, 5 furrow, yeah, or 2.5 metre working width. The size of these fields, it'll take a long time to plough up with that. We've got a Lemken 5 metre cultivator. Ooh, no, we don't want to sell that. All this stuff we will go around and have a look at as and when we need to use it as well. So we've got the Pottinger Terrace MC6F, which is a working width, 6 metre working width. So that's a decent sized seeder. Again, quite large, and really we don't have the power to pull it. 210 needed. The Massey's going to find it difficult, so we may need to upgrade a tractor fairly early on. We do have the usual Amazon really massively massive working width spreader, but it can only do fertilizer, and lime will be required on this map. We do have a set of butterfly mowers, which is nice, the Kuhn set. We have a 8.7 metre tedder and an 8.4 metre row. What baler is this? This is the class... it's got the wrapper as well on the back. Cool. Quite small bale sizes, and again, something that I would look to upgrade fairly soon. And then we've got some telehandler tools. We've got a bucket, pallet fork, we've got bale forks, and a header trailer. But the bit for today really is getting these two fields. If you have a look on the map, these two are quite large. We've got a field of wheat ready to go and a field of oats ready to go, and we really need to work on getting these two sorted because we want to get planting in as soon as we can. But the size of these forests, actually, the map that's dense. So yeah, I mean, we will keep looking, maybe at buying another field as well. Field 52 looks pretty good. I don't know the field prices on this. Field 52 is 75,000, call it. So that is definitely doable. Field 55 is huge. We'll have to work up to that sort of thing. What's field 32? 59,000. So there's options. So let's go and jump in the harvester and get that set up and ready to go. Okay, so we've pulled out the header. I'm just going to find a decent place to attach it really, which I might just pull it round here if we've got enough space, which I think we do. And we're going to start with the wheat field. Mainly because, one, that's the smallest one, and they're both as close as each other. I was going to say it's the closest one too, but it's really not. And we're going to do a couple of headlands around this before we actually probably end up having to set off a worker, to be fair. Alright. Get that harvester unfolded. Get it ready to go. And we will go anti-clockwise, I guess, while I'm already that way. Actually, no, we'll go clockwise, only because the auger's on this side. I don't know how quick we're going to fill up. We shall see. And are we swapping? We are now. Okay. So we're getting to work. It's going to take quite some time, I reckon, this field, to be honest. It's quite a decent size, like I said. Both the fields that are attached to this farm. Right, so I did say I'd get into, it's been a while, probably about 3 months since I've uploaded a video. I do have another episode of Fairhead ready to go, but I thought I'd like to do something a little bit different and maybe jump on Moss Valley. A few people have mentioned it in comments from previous, so yeah, it's just one of them, especially in summer, always get busy, but with not enough time to do anything. and I've not even touched FS now for probably since the last video that came out, or just after. So it's nice to actually be back playing the game again. And obviously we will be getting FS25 when it's released. I do need to get that pre-ordered actually, so that I get the pre-order bonus. Something again I will probably talk about a little bit more in upcoming videos, and I think we'll make this series last until FS25 if we can, maybe a little bit longer as well, because we might be able to do some certain things with mods and things like that. But I'm going to get a couple of headlands done, and I'll be back with you in a few moments. Okay, so we've nearly made it round 2 headlands, and we've already got 20,000 litres of wheat. Why has our money just gone up? Do we get money off the windmills? If we do, well, I like it. Yeah, so we've got nearly 20,000 litres of wheat, 18,600 litres. We're not going to sell it straight off the field. I don't feel like we need to, really. What might we need? I really would like to upgrade the baler and upgrade one of the tractors, but they're not really necessary at this moment in time. The baler, yeah, maybe. So we could have a look at balers while this empties, actually. So let's have a quick look at what they do have. 4 balers. So we're currently on the Roland Unirap. I would like to go bigger. They do up to 150. These are just too expensive. Do we have any mods? I've got a few mods, but again, it's all stuff that I've really used. So maybe we actually go down to this, because we don't need to wrap anything anytime soon. So we could sell our class and go to the just normal round baler. It does get a bit jittery in the shop, actually. I think loading that background in takes it a few minutes, but this would be more than adequate for what we need for now. Or we could go for a square baler and maybe just sell the one we've got and lease a square baler or something. I don't know. we need to really concentrate on getting this field done. It's taking a lot of time. But yeah, so I'm going to get this set off on a worker, and then we're going to have to figure out sort of where we go. Fortunately, this map looks like, to me, it will lend itself perfectly to course play. So for the second field, we could get course play on the go rather than using the actual in-game worker. We'll have to see. I think a worker's really going to struggle with them two windmills up there. I probably started with the wrong field, really. Okay. At what point do we release it? Maybe just finish this full second lap and then bring it back down. I did see a spot round a bit further where we'll be setting off on the worker, so I'll cut to that point and I'll see you up there. Okay, so we're getting the worker set from the back point, which is close, basically the closest point to the edge of the farm there. Just make sure it goes in the right direction, and then we'll make sure we get this emptied. And I think we are going to change up the baler. I think them bales will be too small. And just a pain to work, I think. Let's see how this goes anyway. Turn round. It's going to really struggle, like I say, when it comes to them windmills, but it's okay. Right, let's go and get that New Holland. Get back up there. I have got the time set on ×5. I did that in that first time lapse actually, because I kind of forgot to set it before. ×5 seems to be in a good way for me to actually go. I seem to play at that sort of rate anyway. So we'll get this trailer up here, and then we'll sort out the baler. And we'll take a quick trip up to the shop as well, which we've not done yet. Alright, so we're just turning up at the store, which is Moss Valley Tractors, New Holland JCB by the looks of it, and Pottinger. Right, so there was nothing in the sale. I did have a quick look. There is a class area in 660 which can go up to 205, but no. So we need a baler. Like I say, I use these John Deere ones all the time. We could just get... what should we go for? I think these take too much power anyway, yeah, 250 horsepower. So really, I think this is the way to go. The Kuhn VB 3190. No, I don't want the net wrap add-on. So yeah, and it matches our Massey. Ah. So 57.5 grand for a baler. We will be upgrading it to a larger square one if and when we get to that point. But there it is. Let's get back to the farm now and see how the work is doing, because it was edging very close to them windmills. So you may as well drive me with, or come with me on the way down there. We'll have a look at some of these areas while we're here. So what is this off to the left? The bakery. Definitely something we might be able to take advantage of. And on the other side, is that a biogas or? Yeah, I think it's a BGA. Let's have a look on the map. We are there. A grain merchant and a BGA and a debris crusher. So again, all stuff that we might be able to use. Or I hope we'll be able to use. Yep, so that's the grain merchant there. Debris crusher on the left. And I assume if we turn right, that would be the way into the BGA maybe. But we need to go left, back to the farm. Yeah. We do pass a small farm on the right hand side here. See where that excavator is. So we'll have a quick look at that while we're about. And this is, what's that? Hazelhurst Farm. Really nice. Not too big, but not too small as well. Actually, it could be quite small. No, it's decent size. There's plenty of storage about. Looks like we've got a cow pen, a cow pasture. What's on the other side? Just some moss sheds. And around the back is that excavator. And what looks like a bunker. Yep. Alright. Now where's my tractor? Right, let's get back to it. We've got quite a lot to do, so we need to carry on getting on with it. So what I might have to do is harvest around these two windmills, or has it got past them? If it's got past them, then great. We shall have a look in a moment. Right. And as I said before, our farm is Hovey Farm. Yep. Yeah, get in there. So let's go and see what it's actually done. Has it just avoided it altogether? Oh no, it's stopped there and then turned around. Alright, we'll have to probably come back and do that bit. So we should probably go and empty it, and then we can continue on and do some baling. So I'll do that now, and I'll see you when I'm ready to start baling. Okay, so we are ready to get baling. The harvester is completely empty, so that should get quite a way down. So hopefully we can concentrate on getting as much of this straw up as we can. The quicker we can turn these fields around, the better. I have just looked at the calendar, and it looks like we'll be able to plant in for a couple of months on a few crops at least, which is always great. Gives us that little bit of extra time to spend a bit of time getting the fields to where they need to be, to give us the full yield potential that we really want and need. Wow, that's picked up quick. So we nearly got the first full bale already. I will probably get an auto-loader trailer for this. That is unloading. Cool. Right, I'll get on with this baling. I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, so the worker's really getting down into the bowels of the field there. I think when we do the next field, which is oats, we won't be swathing the straw in that one. I don't think we really need to. This isn't going to be used for anything, it would just be getting sold. Though I'm sure straw someday will be useful to us, especially when we do get animals. But I'm actually thinking on this, we do have a pig pen. I've never done pigs on FS22 since it came out, so I think that's what I'll end up doing on this map. So I really need to learn what pigs need according to FS22, because I really don't know. Like I say, never even entered my head to have pigs. So that is something we're definitely going to do. So I'm going to get this field finished off with the help of a worker, and I will see you when it is all done. Okay, so the workers finished their part, so we're going to get this emptied, and we're just going to go up and do that top little part. And there's a little thing I need to talk to about up here as well. Now I believe we need potatoes for pigs. Obviously both of these fields are way too big for planting just potatoes in. The work that would go into it would take literally a lifetime. As we know, root crops in this game tend to be a very long-winded task, unlike cereal crops, normally a very quick, very straightforward job. So we'll get up there and I'll let you know what I'm thinking, and probably will end up doing as well. I'm also going to turn this back onto swath, because we back onto just chopping. We don't need any more bales, there's loads here. I've still not finished all the baling, there's still a bit down there, and there will be a little bit up top here as well when we've got through all this that needs harvesting. So because of obviously putting a worker through this, it's obviously difficult for the game to figure out. Courseplay, yeah, we're alright, we can get it to work around it, but for ease and also an area to grow potatoes, I was thinking about building basically a service road between these two windmills and creating a smaller field that we can use for root crops. In my head it makes sense. The road looks a little bit awkward to get if we wanted it straight, but we could always come round sort of the top edge of the field and then down and just cut sort of a corner off the field in a way. But then again, this might be level enough here. It looks like a bit of a drop, to be honest, so that wouldn't really be very good for placing. Maybe if we made the road come up there on the smooth bit next to that building, then next to the bunker, could work. So the only thing is tying it in to the map, because we've seen my work using the editor before now. I am not good at it, but if I can make it look something like it makes sense, because these things would have a service road, you wouldn't just have them in the middle of a field, I'm sure, and windmills do need maintenance. So yeah, I reckon cutting this top edge off the field would be plenty big enough to plant potatoes in, or sugar beet, depending on what pigs need. I would have to double check that, but I'm pretty certain they need potatoes. So yeah, I'd probably end up chopping the top edge of this field off and doing that. But once we've got this finished, I'll come back to you and we'll have a good count of exactly how much wheat we've gained from this field. I know for a fact we've had 2 full trailer loads, and the trailer we've got down there has a few thousand litres in it at least. So let's get around this, and I'll see you when this is all done. Okay, so the combine is empty. There's 10,094 litres in here. So basically I can tell you already we've got, what's that, 78,094 litres of wheat out of that field. Oh my god. Well, I crashed. Nothing new there. So yeah, 78,094 litres of wheat, which is pretty good considering there was literally 54% yield bonus or something like that. Just really, really bad yield off that field. So imagine when it's all fully up and running, fully fertilised, fully managed and looked after, what sort of quantities that'll bring us. I just don't know what the fields are like actually. We do need to do some soil sampling, but that is something. While we empty this actually, we can buy the soil samples. Oh no, I must have put the second trailer not quite full in there. We'll have a quick look at the soil samples first. So it's that's mine, yeah. Purchase soil. 10 grand. Well, you only have to do it once. Well, no, you don't. You need to do it again and again, don't you? So what are they? So they are. We've got quite a bit of sandy loam, quite a bit of loam, and loamy sand. Probably not great down here. These bits should be really good for most cereal crops and things. I'm not too sure. I'd have to, again, it's something I would need to look into. Total earnings off this field, 67,808. Right, so that gave us, here, 77,824. So that was pretty close. And we need to look on the calendar. We can still plant in September, October, November for wheat, barley and oats. We can get canola in right up until October, which is really nice to know. Potatoes, we'd have to wait until March, so we've got plenty of time for that. Yeah, that's fine. What we'll actually do is we'll just back this tractor in, out of the way. We'll take the combine over to this field, because the next field ready for next time, because we will be using course play, and I might set auto drive up as well to just empty it automatically, so we can concentrate on turning this field round. So between, well, this episode and the next, I'll probably bale that field up, and we'll get all the bales picked up next time. So yeah, that's about all I've got time for today. If you enjoyed this episode, please do like, comment, subscribe. If you've got any ideas, chuck them in there, we'll go with it. See you again next time. Goodbye.